What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining. Today's video is going to be a video of I've always had this thing where I need to flash BIOSes on motherboards, and I saw it a few times on other YouTube videos where people flash the BIOS without having to remove the BIOS chip from the motherboard. So they flash it through a header on the motherboard. So I've been sitting and trying to figure out how it's done and seeing what I can do. And then I was sitting and looking at a board view the other day, and on a MSI board, and I saw that the TPM header is actually connected directly with the BIOS chip, well, in some sense. So I thought, let me try and see if I can make something that I can use to connect to the TPM header, and then maybe I can flash the BIOS with a programmer through that. So I had this extra BIOS chip programmer clip thing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder on these it's the same little connectors as what you use on like breadboards and those type of things, Arduinos and stuff. So I'm actually going to basically strip this wire for the clip and connect the solder on those little ends that you see in the video that come from those little wires, so that you can actually pin it onto a TPM header. Or I saw there was another motherboard I saw with a SPI header, and that's also connected to that motherboard. So essentially you check the board view to see which pin is on which part of the header, and then you pin the right pin onto that. And in that sense, you basically communicate with the BIOS chip the same way as you would with the clip. So in this video, we are going to build this little clip and actually see if we can program a BIOS that way. Just a quick thing, guys, this is literally just a video for educational purposes only. It is very easy. I would really advise you to do this with the utmost caution, because it's very easy to brick a board. Now the board that I'm using is already basically it's gone. It's not working. It's not starting. It's stuck on the CPU light, and it might be a BIOS issue, but it might also be something more, and I myself am willing to risk bricking the board to see if this actually works. So if you want to try it out, you're welcome to do so. You're doing it at your own risk, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you really enjoy the video, if you find this helpful, or try it out and see if it works, leave me a comment, let me know what you find. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you like my contents, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. It really helps get my videos out there. Helps with the YouTube algorithm to get the videos to the right people and right places. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We're going to start this video off with just a speedy run through me building the thing, and then we'll get on to the programming. I'll chat to you guys in a bit. everybody? I hope you're having a good time so far. I hope you like the video so far. So now that we have this thing created, now I'll just have to quickly do a few checks to see which pin is which, so that we can know which wire is which pin, and so it can be pinned correctly, so this is going to be quite a long video. Take some time to get these things done, but I hope you're still enjoying the video, and if you are, leave a comment if you find this interesting or want to try it yourself, and if you do try it yourself and come right, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, please. Remember to leave a like, and I'm just going to speed up the video here quickly again to make sure that you keep it as short as possible. I know these are a bit boring parts. I'm just going to check all the wires, so I'm just going to speed up the video. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, now that they're ready, I'm going to grab the motherboard so we can start checking the actual pins and pin it onto the board itself. Oh, it came out very nicely actually. I had to use it like a tongue to just pinch the tips a bit so that they can sit nice and tight on the actual pins on the board, because when I started they were actually sitting very, very loose, so I had to just mangle them a bit, make them nice. I just basically used some tongs and a tweezer, crimp them closed, take the tweezer tip and just open it up nicely and make it nice and round, and basically just did it like that. That's why I had the other board on, so I can just actually check and test. Let's see. So here's the board that I'm going to try and do the BIOS on. This board is actually not good anymore. Doesn't work. I think there's an issue with the SIO, but that doesn't mean we can't program the BIOS chip, just to test it. Because if we can actually see the BIOS chip through on the programmer through that header, we are far further than we were. So then I'm happy, So yeah, here we're gonna start here. So you'll see I have the board view open here. Now I'm going to start pinning the pins. So when you select the board view, you select the pin, then you can actually trace to which pin it goes on the actual TPM header. So that's basically the gist of exactly what I did. Just pinned it like that, took it there, pinned it, took it there, and yeah, that's basically it. So this does take some time. I'm going to speed up the video again. This is more of like a informational video, so I hope you guys still enjoy it. Alright, I'll be right back. Everything is pinned nicely, so now we're going to start programming. So let me just grab my programmer. I'm using the there's been a lot of videos out there that says you need to convert this programmer and work on it and change it before you can use it, but it's actually not. So the programmer does it all. Alright, so let me just get everything set up here with the programmer. So we're gonna now get the BIOS from the website, and the basic principle of what I'm trying to do here is if I can see that the actual programmer is picking up the chip, then I've basically achieved the goal that I wanted to achieve. So like you can see, it's picking up the chip actually. So I've achieved what I wanted to there. I'm reading the chip currently. I'm just going to speed this up because the chip, reading the chip and everything takes quite a bit of time. So I'll speed it up so that you can see me reading the chip, verifying it, raising it, all of that. And once I did all of that, I basically achieved the goal I wanted to achieve. So it was a success. If you do this at home and you come right, and this video helped you, really just drop a comment, let me know. It would be really cool to see if you guys are trying it and if you're coming right. did work. It did work successfully. Like I said previously, this board is dead. This is just one of my donor boards, which still has a BIOS chip. I've removed most of the other ones because I needed them for other boards that I repaired, but this one still had one. So, and the BIOS chip is fine, so I was able to write it, to read it, to erase it, to verify it, to blank check it, to do everything. So yeah, I'm super stoked it actually worked. I did try to switch on the board, you know. Maybe we were lucky to actually get it working by just resetting the BIOS, but yeah, it didn't work. So basically the moral of the story is this is definitely a way that you can do this. It's definitely a way that you can reflash BIOSes. I can't promise you that it'll work on every single board, but on this one specifically it worked nicely. And I gotta say that in future when I have to flash BIOSes on the board, I will definitely be using this method. If wherever possible, if the board allows it, that's the method that I'll use. It just makes it much more convenient not having to solder off the chip and all of that hassle. It really helps. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe. Again, there's a bunch of links in the description. There's a link to our Discord there, to social media and Discord, and there's also a link to my Patreon if you feel like you want to give something or want to support me. I really appreciate it. But even just likes and comments, that also supports me very much, and I really appreciate everybody's support. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.